we have now scheduled the task, because we can schedule, we cannot say interrupt. Interrupt, we don't have to schedule anything, right? So first, as I said, software IRQ is bottom half IRQ having less priority than actual IRQ, right? Now, on top of it, we have a tasklet. In tasklet, you see you have to declare it. Declare underscore tasklet. What tasklet? My underscore tasklet. And then another argument is which function. What function will be invoked when your tasklet will be called. And you have to define the function name here. Okay? So you can write my underscore tasklet, your underscore tasklet, your name underscore tasklet, anything would be fine. Now what function you will do? You are just invoking this function and you are printing tasklet execution in software IRQ context. Okay? Here in init, what are you doing? Tasklet module init, and you are calling tasklet underscore schedule. What do you want to schedule? You want to schedule my underscore tasklet, which you have defined here. Right? Whenever your init will happen, your tasklet will be scheduled. Who will take care about the scheduling? Your kernel. You just notify to the kernel that there is a tasklet I have created. Whenever your permission is there, please execute my bottom half. Okay? And here you see, once you are coming out of when your module gets unloaded, you are killing your tasklet. Understood? So you scheduled something and then you are waiting for time to come. Clear? Everyone clear, right? So tasklets will be useful. For example, suppose you have to read some data. So at a time when you are receiving the data, right? Your receive is happening. Buffer is uploaded. Buffer is flooded with your data. So in your IRQ, you will receive data into buffer and that's it. But suppose you want to process that data, you will do something like deferred task, tasklet, software IRQ. Generally we use tasklet now. We directly don't use software IRQ. It is layer of software tasklet, right? So you will call tasklets and then do the processing of that data. You will not write too much into IRQ. Clear? Purpose is clear, right? So you will create first, schedule it and let it happen. Got it, right? And if I run this code, if I do the message, because I have already loaded few things, so I'll grab. Since okay, so I already scheduled it. You can see, right? It is from the message. Now, if I directly write the message, you see my kernel is already busy. So it is already firing things, right? So if it does not take, it is not free, your tasklet will not appear. So first unload everything, then you run your tasklet. So as soon as your kernel will get time, then your tasklet will execute. That is why it is bottom half. Clear? It is not having priority. So all these Jiffy and other things will have a more priority because timer is also interrupt, right? You are calling timer IRQ, which will have always higher priority than anything which is called tasklet or workqueue and anything. One more thing. Difference between software IRQ and tasklets with workqueue is that it is a process. It is interrupt. It is still interrupt. It have cleared lower PCS. So anyways, he is in Hindi we say Gram Vikas Adhikari, but it is still PCS. And this guy maybe process, maybe he is having good business, but he is still not officer, right? So what I mean is like workqueue is a process. Work on the same way like tasklet does, but priority wise tasklet have more importance. Workqueue is also the same, deferred work. What if you don't want to do in IRQ itself, you want to do as a process, normal task, do with the workqueue. We'll discuss workqueue when I will come back. Okay? Please write this code and understand the tasklet. We'll use tasklet in multiple ways. Okay? So tasklets are really important to get the deferred work done. I hope you have very much clarity about it.